sitting just a few feet in front of me is the largest venomous snake in the world, the king cobra.
A king cobra can grow longer than a car and carries enough venom to shut down breathing in just minutes. When this giant snake rises up and spreads its massive hood, most animals know one thing: stay away. But not every creature gets the message. Some charge straight at it, others attack from the sky, and a few possess incredible defenses that allow them to survive venom that should be deadly. From the fearless mongoose to the powerful Komodo dragon, these are the animals that can turn one of nature's most feared predators into prey. So how do they do it? What makes these creatures capable of defeating a king cobra? Let's get into it. Mongoose. The king cobra rises high above the ground and spreads its wide hood. Its eyes stay locked on the small animal standing only a few feet away. Most creatures would run from a snake like this because one bite can send powerful neurotoxic venom through the body within minutes. The mongoose moves closer instead. It jumps sideways, rushes forward, then quickly pulls back again. These fast movements confuse the cobra and force it to strike again and again until it starts losing energy. The mongoose survives this deadly fight because nature changed the way its body reacts to venom. Special receptors in its nervous system stop many cobra toxins from attaching properly. The venom can still hurt the mongoose, but it does not shut down the body as easily as it does in other animals. Thick fur also helps slow down some bites before the fangs reach the skin. During the fight, the mongoose watches the snake carefully and waits for one mistake. The second the cobra misses a strike, the mongoose rushes toward the back of the head. Its sharp teeth clamp down near the skull and neck area with incredible speed. Once the mongoose gets that grip, the fight usually ends very quickly. Even one of the world's most feared snakes can lose against this fearless little hunter. Years of hunting snakes taught mongooses how to read every movement, every sound, and every sudden strike. That experience turns this tiny animal into a dangerous cobra killer today. Snake eagle. This bird does not fear deadly snakes. It hunts them regularly across East, West, and Southern Africa. From far away, the eagle spots even the smallest movement in the grass and locks onto its target immediately. The snake eagle survives these dangerous attacks because nature gave it several protective advantages. Thick scales cover its legs and block many fang strikes before venom reaches the skin. Strong muscles in its feet help it grab struggling snakes tightly without losing control during the fight. Its quick reaction speed also keeps the bird away from the cobra's head most of the time. Once the eagle begins its attack, everything happens very quickly. It folds its wings and dives straight down with incredible force. Before the cobra fully lifts its hood, sharp talons slam into its body and pin it against the ground. Some snake eagles lift smaller cobras into the air while the snake still twists below them. Others tear into the snake immediately with their hooked black beaks. The cobra depends on surprise and close attacks, but the snake eagle controls the fight from above. With powerful eyesight, armored legs, and deadly speed, this bird turns one of the world's most feared snakes into prey regularly. Wild hog. Most animals move away after hearing a snake hiss in the grass. Wild hogs often rush directly toward the sound instead. These animals see snakes as another source of meat, even when the reptile carries deadly venom. A wild hog survives dangerous bites because its body has strong natural protection. Thick skin covers much of its body, and a dense layer of fat sits underneath. That heavy padding slows the spread of venom after a strike and gives the hog valuable time during a fight. The moment the snake attacks, the hog explodes forward with force. Dirt flies into the air while the animal bites hard and jerks the snake violently from side to side. Some hogs crush snakes against the ground, using their weight and powerful jaws. The snake may land several strikes during the struggle, but the hog keeps moving through the pain. Its tough body absorbs damage while its aggression overwhelms the reptile. A cobra facing a charging wild hog suddenly loses the advantage that venom usually provides. Bobcat. Dry rocks, thick bushes, and dark ground give the cobra many places to hide. But Bobcat knows how to turn those hiding places into deadly traps. This wildcat moves with patience and complete control while searching for movement in the dark. Rattlesnakes often reveal themselves before a fight even starts. Their warning sound travels through the quiet air and points directly toward their location. The bobcat listens carefully and follows the sound without making noise. Its body gives it several advantages during close attacks. Thick fur around the legs helps reduce damage from shallow bites. Fast reflexes also help the cat avoid direct strikes from fangs. When the fight begins, the bobcat does not rush wildly forward. It waits for the right moment. Then it lashes out with a heavy paw aimed directly at the snake's head. That hit can stun the reptile instantly. Sharp claws follow immediately after the strike and tear into the body before the snake fully recovers. Coyote. These hunters survive in deserts, forests, and open plains because they adapt quickly to changing conditions. Snakes often become part of their diet when food grows scarce. A coyote depends heavily on hearing while hunting. Its large ears pick up tiny sounds moving through grass, leaves, or loose dirt. Even the soft scrape of scales across dry ground can reveal a hidden snake nearby. The animal stays completely still for several seconds while listening carefully. Then it explodes forward in one sudden leap. That quick movement prevents many snakes from preparing a clean strike. Coyotes do not possess strong venom immunity like mongooses or opossums. Instead, they survive through distance control, sharp reflexes, and careful timing. Their thick fur also helps reduce damage from shallow bites around the body. Once the coyote grabs the snake, it shakes the reptile violently to weaken it before delivering stronger bites near the head and neck. Patience and fast reactions turn this clever hunter into a serious danger for snakes. Great horned owl. Darkness gives the cobra confidence because most predators struggle to hunt at night. The great horned owl turns that darkness into a weapon instead. This bird flies through forests and open land with almost no sound at all. Its feathers break up air movement during flight and help silence the wings. A cobra resting below often never hears danger approaching from above. The owl suddenly drops through the night with huge talons stretched forward. Those talons carry incredible crushing force. Scientists measured pressure from great horned owl grips between 200 and 500 pounds. That power can break bones and destroy a snake within seconds. The owl survives dangerous prey mainly through attack speed and distance control. It strikes from above so quickly that the cobra fails to land a defensive bite. Thick scales covering the bird's feet also provide extra protection during close contact. Once the talons lock around the body, escape becomes nearly impossible. The owl lifts the struggling cobra off the ground and tears into them using its sharp, hooked beak. Silent flight and overwhelming grip strength make this bird one of nature's deadliest nighttime hunters. Red-tailed hawk. A king cobra depends on surprise, fast movement, and perfect timing during a hunt. The red-tailed hawk removes that advantage before the snake even notices danger nearby. This bird watches open land from high branches, rocky cliffs, and telephone poles across North America. Its sharp eyes detect tiny movements far below. A slight curve through grass or a slow body shift can expose a hidden cobra resting on the ground. The hawk waits patiently while studying every movement below. Then the attack begins without warning. Powerful wings fold inward while the bird dives toward the snake at high speed. Sharp talons strike first and pin the cobra before it can fully raise its hood. The hawk survives dangerous prey through fast aerial attacks and strong foot protection. Thick scales covering the legs help reduce damage from bites during close struggles. The bird also uses distance and gravity to avoid direct venom strikes. Once those sharp talons lock onto the cobra, the snake can no longer move or strike properly. Redback spider. A king cobra can frighten almost every animal that crosses its path. But sometimes danger waits inside something much smaller than the snake itself. In Australia, the redback spider turns thin strands of silk into deadly traps for young cobras and smaller snakes. This spider builds messy webs close to the ground near rocks, bushes, and dark corners. The tangled silk catches crawling animals before they understand what happened. A small cobra sliding into the web can quickly lose balance and movement. The redback survives dangerous prey by staying out of striking range. It attacks from the safety of the web instead of fighting directly on open ground. That distance protects the spider from venomous bites during the struggle. Once the cobra becomes trapped, the spider rushes forward and bites repeatedly. Its venom attacks the nervous system and slowly paralyzes the snake's body. The cobra grows weaker while the web keeps tightening around it. Size means very little when poison, patience, and traps work together perfectly against deadly snakes. Peacock. Peacocks look peaceful when they spread their bright feathers across the ground, but king cobras see them very differently. In many parts of India, peacocks attack young cobras whenever they move too close to nesting areas or feeding grounds. The bird reacts quickly, rushes forward, and forces the snake into defense before it fully prepares for a strike. A king cobra depends on timing and distance, but the peacock keeps changing position and never stands still for long. Peacocks survive these dangerous fights because their bodies protect them in several ways. Thick scales cover their legs and reduce damage from shallow bites. Strong leg muscles also help them jump backward very quickly when the cobra lunges forward. Fast eyesight allows the bird to track sudden head movements before the snake lands a clean attack. Scientists do not consider peacocks immune to cobra venom, but quick movement and leg protection help them avoid deadly bites during combat. Once the peacock sees an opening, it attacks hard with its sharp beak and heavy claws. It strikes the cobra again and again, aiming for the head and upper body. Powerful wing movements also confuse the snake during close fights. What looks like a beautiful bird suddenly becomes an aggressive hunter that even dangerous cobras avoid. Farmers in some villages even protect peacocks near fields because these birds chase away smaller snakes and warn nearby animals whenever a king cobra starts moving through the grass. Raccoon. A king cobra usually expects fear when another animal comes too close. The raccoon reacts very differently after finding a snake in its path. This animal searches for food at night and checks logs, bushes, and dark holes using quick hands and a sharp sense of touch. The raccoon does not survive venom because of special immunity inside its blood. Instead, it depends on intelligence, fast movement, and careful attacks that reduce the chance of deep bites. Thick fur around the body also helps protect against shallow fang strikes. The moment the cobra lunges forward, the raccoon jumps backward and avoids the attack. Then it rushes in from the side and slams the snake against the ground using its strong front paws. Sharp teeth quickly target the head and upper neck area. If the cobra continues fighting, the raccoon may grab the snake and shake it violently until the body weakens. Some raccoons even smash snakes against rocks or hard surfaces during dangerous struggles. Quick thinking and controlled attacks help this clever hunter survive deadly encounters. Hedgehog. A king cobra expects soft flesh when it attacks small animals on the ground. The hedgehog gives the snake something completely different. Sharp spines cover nearly its entire back and sides, turning this tiny animal into a moving wall of needles. The cobra spreads its hood and strikes forward with speed, but the attack often ends badly for the snake. Instead of hitting skin, the fangs slam into thick spines. Those stiff spikes can injure the cobra's mouth, face, and neck during repeated strikes. The hedgehog survives venom through two important defenses. First, its spines block many bites before venom enters the body. Second, the animal carries partial resistance to certain snake toxins. Venom still affects the hedgehog, but its body can sometimes tolerate doses that would quickly kill smaller mammals. While the cobra struggles with the painful spines, the hedgehog pushes forward and bites near the snake's head. Sharp teeth lock tightly onto sensitive areas around the neck and jaw. A fight against a hedgehog quickly becomes dangerous and exhausting for even deadly cobras nearby. Meerkat. A king cobra entering a meerkat colony rarely faces only one enemy. The snake suddenly finds several sharp eyes watching every movement from different directions. Meerkats live in groups, and that teamwork gives them a major advantage during dangerous fights. One meerkat usually stands guard, while others search for food or protect the tunnels. The moment the guard spots a cobra, the whole group reacts immediately. Loud warning sounds spread through the colony within seconds. Meerkats survive venom through quick movement, group attacks, and partial resistance to certain toxins. Their bodies can tolerate some venom from snakes and scorpions better than many small mammals. That resistance does not make them fully immune, but it helps during close encounters. The cobra tries to follow several moving targets at once, while the meerkats surround it. One animal distracts the snake from the front, while another rushes in from the side. Sharp bites and fast attacks slowly wear the cobra down. The snake struggles to defend itself because danger keeps coming from every direction around its body. Secretary bird. Secretary birds walk straight toward danger, while many other animals run away from it. These tall hunters move across open grasslands in Africa with long legs, sharp eyes, and deadly accuracy. A king cobra rising from the ground often faces one of the few birds willing to fight directly on land. The secretary bird survives venom mainly through distance control and incredible attack speed. Its long legs keep the body farther away from striking fangs during dangerous fights. Thick scales covering the lower legs also provide extra protection against bites. The cobra spreads its hood and lunges forward, but the bird reacts almost instantly. It jumps backward, then slams one powerful kick directly toward the snake's head. That strike lands with enormous force. Scientists discovered that secretary birds can hit prey with a force several times heavier than their own body weight. The cobra barely gets time to recover before another kick crashes downward. Fast feet, sharp claws, and perfect timing slowly break the snake's defense. Even large cobras struggle badly once the secretary bird starts attacking with those crushing strikes repeatedly. Opossum? Opossums look slow, harmless, and completely unprepared for a fight with a king cobra. That appearance hides one of the strangest survival systems found in nature. These animals can survive bites that would quickly kill many larger predators. The opossum survives venom because special proteins inside its blood help block and weaken certain snake toxins. Scientists studied these proteins for possible snakebite treatments in humans. This defense does not make the animal completely immune, but it greatly improves survival after dangerous bites. A cobra may strike fast, expecting the opossum to collapse within moments. Instead, the animal often keeps moving through the attack. Thick fur also helps reduce damage from shallow fang contact around the body. When danger grows closer, the opossum uses strange defensive behavior to confuse attackers. It hisses loudly, shows sharp teeth, and releases foul smells from its body. Sometimes it suddenly falls over and pretends to die completely. The cobra may lose interest in an animal that appears sick, lifeless, or already dead. That strange act can save the opossum from further attacks nearby. Komodo dragon. Komodo dragons do not fear many animals in the wild, and king cobras rarely intimidate them either. These giant reptiles rule parts of Indonesia with enormous size, heavy muscles, and powerful attacks. A cobra facing one of these lizards suddenly loses the advantage that usually scares other predators away. The Komodo dragon survives dangerous bites mainly because of its thick body structure and armored skin. Tough reinforced scales cover much of the body and make it difficult for cobra fangs to sink deeply into vital areas. Large size also helps reduce the overall effect of venom after a strike. The dragon attacks with raw force instead of speed or careful tricks. It charges forward using strong legs and a whipping tail while its huge jaws snap toward the snake. Dirt and loose stones scatter across the ground during the fight. A king cobra may strike several times, but the dragon often keeps moving despite the pain. So while king cobras carry deadly venom and terrifying speed, some animals still refuse to fear them. From the fearless mongoose to the powerful secretary bird, nature has created surprising hunters that can fight back. Now we want to hear from you. Which animal surprised you the most? And which one do you think gives the king cobra the hardest fight? Tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, because we'll be uploading more incredible stories like this one in the coming weeks. Until then, see ya!